2:16.
2:16 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
The closing weekend at Revelstoke Mountain Resort was wild, to say the least. Starting off on April 20th, this first run was mind-blowing. I couldn't believe that we are getting fresh snow like this in the afternoon.
Wow.
To set up a bit of a precursor, this time of year, it's hard to know what the snow is going to be like and what the temperatures are going to be like. When we talk about snow and where it's good, we often talk about freezing levels.
Oh my God.
Freezing levels change throughout the day, throughout the year, and we're always looking for things to be below freezing, so it's cold snow. But we hiked to the next spot, and as we started to ski down, we got below freezing level. Things started to warm up, and it started to feel like skiing warm mashed potatoes.
Woo, it's getting hot.
The snow starts to create a lot more resistance, and it pulls at your feet. It's a lot more work to ski.
Ow!
It probably looks better than it skis.
Yeah, it's warm.
Yeah, I'd turn around and cut out.
Cut left? Yeah.
After a quick conversation, we decide to cut out to where things are a little bit more predictable.
Yeah. Definitely tough skiing.
This is sometimes called survival skiing. You're a lot more hesitant and you're conscious of every movement. You're trying not to hurt yourself, pull a ligament, or tweak something. The snow can be really unpredictable. In the trees over here, it's quite icy, and as I slide over here, I get stuck in some hot snow. I'm just looking for a comfortable exit out to the left where I know it's a little bit more open.
Oh my goodness. Ah.
This terrain's low angle, it's pretty wide open and quite consistent, so it's a little easier to get going again. It might be hard to tell, but everything we're skiing has 3 to 5 centimeters of fresh snow over top of old tracks.
Oh God, that's hard.
That warm, fresh snow that's untouched is hard to ski and unpredictable.
Oh my goodness.
As we move into this new terrain, we start to merge with other skiers' old tracks.
This might ski easier just because it's got some tracks.
Once a handful of other people have skied up the terrain, it breaks up the surface tension in the snow, and it makes it a little bit more consistent and reliable. That top section of cold snow seems so long ago. We've been working through the forest with the hot snow for a while now. This last pitch to the lift is called Baxter's, or as it's affectionately called, the pain drain. I've heard a lot of people groan about this last pitch and how hard it is to get out. And honestly, I don't see what all the fuss is about. I get that it's not straightforward and it's bumpy, but it can be a lot of fun. Kind of takes you back to being a kid skiing through those peanut trails in the trees. Bringing up the idea of freezing levels again, snow down here is quite warm, and it's actually drained out a little bit, so it's kind of like skiing a slushy. This snow texture is called corn, and it's something that a lot of people like to ski in the spring. In a tight little gully like this, the corn makes it a little easier to slide your turns around. And while I'm quite engaged in my turns, this straightaway is a nice section to let your legs breathe a little, stand up and get the blood back in there. It's a big advantage knowing the terrain you're about to ski, knowing when you have to put all your effort in, and knowing when you take a break and rest. I know I've got a section coming up that's going to be quite engaging, so I take this little bit of a straightaway as a rest as I prepare for this next section. And I'm back in it, knowing I'm going to be engaged until I hit the cat track. Fast feet, looking for the rolls, and sliding my turns up the sidewalls. Learning how to feather a turn and just slightly slide out can be a little break when you need it. And that finishes Baxter's out to the Big Woody, a groomed run that takes you out to the Ripper Chair. And those were just the turns from day 1. As we move into the weekend, we get another little top-up of cold snow. We hiked up the sub-peak above the Stoke Chair and got this wide-open pitch of snow. It's a shorter run, but the turns are soft, and this time of year, there's no complaints.
That was alright.
Continuing on, we headed out to Greeley, and we skied right next to the boundary line. This feature is called a moraine, and it's the leftovers from glaciers. This moraine is called Grinder Left, and it bridges out to another moraine on the right, called Grinder Right. These two features help delineate where the ski area boundary is and where the resort puts the rope line. As we head over to Grinder Right, there's a few tracks, but it's getting to be a little bit more open and a little more fresh. As the last of other people's tracks dip into the left, it's wide open, untouched snow. There's really no need to leave the area boundary here. This is the longest amount of terrain, and it's all fresh. On to another lap and another pitch of fresh snow. And remember, this is the end of April and we're still skiing cold smoke snow. There was a lot of fun skiing on groomers at the resort and some slushy slopes. But honestly, on the north-facing aspects, when there's a little fresh dusting like this, it's hard to pass this up. And we get to finish the season strong with one final lap through Baxter's. The slushy conditions from yesterday are gone. Things cooled down and all of this is refrozen. It's alright though, it's a harder, faster surface and the light is great. While you enjoy these last few turns, maybe take a minute and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to do my best to keep up the posting of shorts and clips throughout the summer, and a little support from you goes a long way. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, follow for more powder skiing content.